Welcome to Affinity Photo. We're going to take a look at the Channels functionality today. So if we have a look on the Channels tab over here, and I'll just click drag this up so we can see more of what we're doing. The Channels tab is split, so here we have the composite channels, and they basically contain the channel information for all of the layers in your document. Down here we see background layers, and they are related to the current layer you have selected. So because this layer is called background, these channels are named background. So we can manipulate both sets of these channels in various ways. For example, with this firework image, I can right-click background red here and choose Create Mask Layer. So that's created a mask based purely on the red channel. And because our fireworks are predominantly red, essentially we can very quickly mask out the fireworks from the rest of the image. So with the right type of imagery, masking using channels is really quick and efficient. Now we can also use channels for tonal corrections. So this image, for example, was shot with a camera that typically has a bit of a green color cast. So if we want to modify this, we can right-click the composite green channel here and choose Load to Pixel Selection. So this has loaded the green channel into a selection. What we can then do is go to Layer, New Adjustment Layer, and White Balance Adjustment. And I'll just deselect for a minute so we can see what we're doing. I can then just gradually tint towards magenta and also cool the white balance slightly. So it's a very subtle adjustment, but if we hide it for a minute, you can see the difference. So we can make much more subtle adjustments when we apply tonal corrections to individual channels. Again, this time, if we right-click the composite blue channel and choose Load to Pixel Selection, we can once again go into Layer, and this time choose a Brightness and Contrast adjustment. Again, I'll deselect. We can bring the brightness down and the contrast up. So what we've ended up doing is adding a really nice and subtle brightness and contrast adjustment that affects the sky and the building more than it does the rest of the image. And another thing we can do with channels, if we go ahead and select the background pixel layer again, is create a grayscale layer from one of these channels. So if you're either after a monochrome image or you want a grayscale channel that you can then blend into your image for tonal adjustments, you can right-click, for example, the background red layer and choose Create Grayscale Layer. And that will create a grayscale layer for you based on the red channel information. So for tonal adjustments, you can of course go ahead and use your various blend modes. So that was just a quick overview of the channels functionality. If you have any questions or queries, please do feel free to ask on the official Affinity forums. Thank you for watching.